The next project on the list is resealing the windows. This project took me several days of constant work, and thanks to the beauty of video editing, all you have to bear is about 20 minutes. When I get the frame off, it appears to me as though there's very little sealant at the top. You can even see some sunlight peeking through the cracks, and most of the sealant was either put on at the bottom or has drained to the bottom, since this sealant never hardens. Also, you can see the plastic seals on the insides aren't even fully seated in the window frame, so I also reset those. Cutting through the sealant was a pain trying to get these windows out of their mounts. As the days got colder and colder, the sealant became harder and harder to cut through. I tried several methods of cleaning off the sealant from the window frames. The best method that I found so far is the screwdriver. This cleaning process is what took me the longest. Then I remembered that I had a heat gun for RC airplane skins, and I was kicking myself for not remembering this earlier. This would have made all the windows easier to get out and easier to clean the sealant off the frames. The cleanup process is actually made easier by the fact that it's freezing outside because the sealant is very hard and easy to pop off the cold floor. Here I start trying to clean up the floor, some of the mud that I keep tracking in. I know that it's not totally clean, but it makes it easier to rinse off later. Then I really started going on a cleaning frenzy. Here I start tidying up the wires to the electronics and also mounting sticky tabs to secure the wires leading to the lights. I'm not entirely happy with the way this turned out, so I'll probably do something a little more permanent later. Those of you who have watched some of my previous videos will remember that I have two mainsails that came with this boat. One of them that works nicely, it mounted up tightly on the mast and boom, and then this sail here, which went on the boom nicely, but I was never able to get the back end of the sail tight. I figured out why while I was folding it here. This sail is designed to use battens in the trailing edge of the sail where the other sail does not need battens. Here I have all of the windows cleaned, and I'm cutting small wooden strips in order to fill in the gap in between the frame and the boat frame. This is to ensure that the window sits evenly in the frame with equal amounts of window frame all around the mounting. I used marine grade epoxy to semi-permanently mount the wooden strips into the windows. Then I use a few clamps in a unique position in order to hold everything tight against the frame while it cures. Earlier in the week, my good friend Ernie, who you will see later once we get the boat on the water, stopped by to help me start mounting the new forestay cable at the top of the mast, as well as change a few things around. During this process, we accidentally had the forestay cable twisted around another rope and had to lower the mast again in order to fix this. When we first made the changes and raised the mast, he made sure to keep all the cables out of the way of the foot of the mast. Unfortunately, when I raised the mast this time, I was not so careful and ended up smashing one of the wires, which will have to be repaired later.
Just keep going very slow and it'll be fine. Okay, it's almost there. Keep going real slow. Okay, stop. Now wrap it over the silver thing. Over. There you go. No, no, no. Yep. Now lock it into the teeth. Up. Yes, right there. Keep going, keep going. Now pull tight. Okay, good.
Here I notice at the top of the mast that the mainsail halyard is ran incorrectly, causing a major chafing issue. Unfortunately, though, there's nothing I can do about it right now. While sanding the frame of the windows to get them to mount into the boat easier, I decided to trim off the pointy screws that had popped through the hull while trying to mount the LED strip lights. After dry fitting everything and ensuring that the frames are all proper, I then begin to seal the windows. This was very hard on the hands and a very slow process due to the low temperatures outside. But eventually each window does get sealed and mounted back into the boat. And this concludes this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope that you will stick around to continue following our adventure.